Hello friends, welcome to my channel Rinku Handcrafts. Today we are going to see how to make wave pattern beanie. It's really simple beanie even for beginners also. And for this I'm going to use this yarn. This is acrylic yarn and the details of this yarn are given in the description. And for this beanie I'm going to use two hooks. This is 4 mm and this is 5. And now let's see how to make our cute beanie. Now to start, first I'll make a slip stitch to our hook. So for slip stitch, hold your yarn like this, insert your finger, twist it and pull this yarn and make a loop here. Now insert your hook in this loop. First I'm going to take 5 mm hook here, and now after this I'm going to make total 41 chains. And now here my 41 chains are done. Now I'll just change my hook here. If you want, you can use same hook also. I just want my forehead part of the beanie a little bit tight, so I'm using this less number of hook for that part. So now for our first row, here we will turn this chain like this and we are going to work on the back loop here of the chain. Now to start, first we will skip this first loop here, this first loop, and from this second loop we are going to make one single crochet stitch here in this back loop. So insert your hook in this back loop like this, pull the yarn. You have 2 loops on the hook, pull the yarn from 2 loops. So this is our first single crochet is done. Then again in the next one I'll make one single crochet. So like this we are going to make total 10 single crochet stitches here in 10 back loops like this. And now here my 10 single crochet stitches are done. And now I'll change my hook again. And now in this next loop I'm going to make one slip stitch. So for slip stitch, insert your hook like this, pull the yarn and then pull the yarn through this loop. So my first slip stitch is done. Then again in this next one I'll make one slip stitch, and like this I'll make total 5 slip stitch here. So my 2 slip stitches are done. I'll make 3 more. And now I'm going to make one half double crochet stitch in this next loop. So for half double crochet stitch, yarn over, insert your hook in this back loop like this, pull the yarn. You have 3 loops on the hook, pull the yarn from all 3 loops at once. So this is my first half double crochet stitch. Like this I'll make total 4 more half double crochet stitches, so it will be total 5 half double crochet stitches here. And now here my 5 half double crochet stitches are done. Now next again I'll repeat 5 slip stitches here like we did before. Now after 5 slip stitches again I'll repeat 5 half double crochet stitches here. So basically we are going to repeat the same pattern again and again. Then after this we are going to make 5 slip stitches here. And now after this, in this last 5 loops I'm going to make 5 slip stitch again. So this 5 slip stitch part, this will be common for all rows. I'll explain you that once I'm done with this row. And now here you can see my row 1 is completed, and here you can see, here if you see, this is where we started. So here we made 10 single crochet stitches, then 5 slip stitch, then 5 half double crochet stitches, then again 5 slip stitch, and then 5 half double crochet stitches, then again 5 slip stitch, and in this last part again we did 5 slip stitch. So this 5 slip stitch, this part and this part, this will be common for all rows throughout your project, and this part will come on the forehead, and this will come on the top of your head. So this beanie I'm going to make for adult size, for smaller head. If you want, you can increase this number of chains that you made initially. You can take 46 chains, or depending on the size you want. If you want to make it for child, then according to that you can change either your stitches or your hooks, depending on that. So here now I'll start my row 2. Now for row 2 we'll chain 1 and turn our work like this. And now here you can see, for all next rows we are going to work in the back loops of this stitch. Here you can see this V loops here. In back loops we are going to work our stitches. So for row 2 we are going to skip this first chain, this one, this we are going to skip, and in this next one again we will make total 5 slip stitches in the 5 loops here. So insert your hook in the back loop and take that back loop on the hook, then pull the yarn and make a slip stitch here like this. Now make total 5 slip stitches here, including this one. And now here again for row 2 we are going to repeat the same pattern of row 1. So here you can see, here we have slip stitch, then half double crochet stitches, then slip stitch. So we are going to repeat the same stitches in row 2. So here again I'll make 5 slip stitches here. And now after this, here we have half double crochet stitches, so we are going to repeat the same 5 half double crochet stitches here. And now again I'm going to repeat 5 slip stitches, 5 half double crochet stitches, and 5 slip stitches here. And now for this last 10 single crochet stitches I'm going to change my hook. So here I'll make 10 single crochet stitches in the back loop. And now here my row 2 is completed. And now for row 3 again chain 1 and turn your work like this. And now here you can see, this is how the wave stitch looks. And from next rows, so basically we are going to repeat the same pattern again and again in set of 2 rows. So here we repeated the same stitch of row 1 in row 2. Now in row 3 we are going to do the opposite of what we did in row 1 and row 2, and like that we will make 2 more rows, 3 and 4, and like this in set of 2 rows we will complete our beanie. So I'll show you row 3 and 4 again, just to get the idea of the stitches or this pattern. So after chain 1, turn your work like this, and then again make 10 single crochet stitches here in the back loop. And now after this I'll change my hook again, and now here we have 5 slip stitches in row 1 and 2. So for row 2 and 3 we will make 5 half double crochet stitches here instead of slip stitch. So we are doing just the opposite of row 1 and 2. This is, as you can see, this is very easy pattern because you just need to repeat the same stitches again and again, just in sets. So here my 5 half double crochet stitches are done, and now after this here we have half double crochet stitches, so we will make here 5 slip stitches in the back loop. So all the stitches for this beanie we are going to do in the back loop only, and that's how it looks like a textured beanie. Once you complete your project, then you will know. And this beanie has really simple stitches, so you just need to repeat the single crochet stitch, slip stitch and half double crochet stitches again and again. So it's really simple beanie even for beginners, like I said before. And now here after slip stitch I'm going to make 5 half double crochet stitches here again, and like this I'll continue. And now here I'll make 5 half double crochet stitches, then 5 slip stitch, then 5 half double crochet stitch, and at the end for this part 5 slip stitch will be common for all rows. So like this complete your row 3 and meet me back here at the end. And now here I'm done with my row 3, and for row 4 again I'll chain 1 and turn my work, and I'm going to repeat the same stitches of row 3 again. So here I'll make 5 stitches, 5 slip stitches, then 5 half double crochet stitches, slip stitch, half double crochet stitch, slip stitch, half double crochet stitch, and in this last part I'll make 10 single crochet stitches with this less number of hook. So before that I just want to show you. So this beanie I made like I guess 2-3 years back, and if you see here I used a single hook for whole project, and as you can see this part, this is very loose on the forehead, so I didn't like that, so that's why now I am using this one less number of hook for this forehead part, as you can see. And this pattern, this you can see here, this is very stretchable, so just keep in mind while taking the measurements for your beanie. So like this now I'll follow the same pattern as I told you in sets of 2 rows, and I'll complete my project. You can make as number of rows as you want depending on the head circumference for your beanie. So I'll complete my project and then I'll meet you back at the end. And before that I'll just show you how this pattern looks once I complete my row 4. And now here I have completed my row 4. I'll just chain 1 and turn my work. Now here you can see this is how the pattern looks. And if you get confused between your pattern or your rows, so which type of pattern you need to make for that row, then you can always remember that. So here we have made our first slip stitch, and this is the front side of our beanie, and this is the back side. Here you can see the pattern. So whenever you are starting a new row on the front side, you can always start with different pattern than the last row. So here you can see here now I have completed my row 4, and so for 5th row I'm going to do the opposite of row 4. right? So on the front side. And when you are working on the back side, so when you are starting any row on the back side, then you can always repeat what you did in the last row. So for back side you can repeat the same as the last row, and for front side you can always do the opposite of last row. So that is also one way to remember, the easy way I guess, to remember which type of pattern you need to make for your present row. So I hope this helps. So like this I'll complete my project, then I'll meet you back at the end and I'll show you how to join this beanie. And now here I have completed my last row, and first I'll show you how to count these rows. So here you can see this pattern, the pattern which has come upwards. So you can count those lines and you can multiply it by 2. So here I have total 38 lines till here at the end. So total I have 76 rows for my beanie. And now this is the back side or the inner side of the beanie, and this is the front side of the beanie. Here you can see the pattern, how beautiful it looks, and it is textured because of the wave pattern and because we are doing the sequence alternatively. So that's why it's looking like a textured wave beanie. Here you can see. And now here we started our beanie, and if you see here we have that single crochet stitches, 10 single crochet stitch. Then here we did slip stitch. So we started our pattern with slip stitch, then half double crochet like this. And when you end your row, then you can always end it with this 10 single crochet stitches, then half double crochet stitches, and then slip stitch. So when you join this, here you can see, when you join it, then the pattern will merge into each other like this. Here you can see, here we have slip stitch and here half double crochet stitch, here like this. So it will fit perfectly here like this. And now we are going to join these two ends. For that, take beanie like this inside side out. Now first I'll insert my hook here. Now after completing the row, I'll chain one like this, and then hold your beanie like this, here back side upward, and then hold these two ends like this. And now we are going to join it. Now to join these two ends, insert your hook from this two loops here, from this V loop. Below this V loop, insert your hook from the first V loop like this. Take both loops on the hook, and then from this side, insert your hook only in the back loop like this. And now pull the yarn through all loops like this, and then pull the yarn through this loop to make a slip stitch. Now we'll chain one to secure it, and we will do the same. Insert hook below this V loop from the first side like this, and from this side insert your hook only in the back loop like this. Then pull the yarn through all loops, and then pull the yarn through this loop to make a slip stitch. So like this I'll join these two ends by doing the same pattern throughout my row till I reach here, and once I'm here then I'll meet you back. And now here you can see I have completed my slip stitch row and I have joined these two ends. Now I'll just show you from the front side how it looks. Now here you can see this is where the join is, and as you can see how smooth this join is, you can't even know where we have joined our beanie. And now we will close this top part. So for that, turn your beanie again like this, and now we are going to pull this yarn a bit longer, and we are going to use the same end to close this opening here. And now from back side only we are going to close this opening. So like this, you will insert your needle horizontally throughout this top part. And now here you can see throughout this round I have weaved my yarn like this, and now to close this circle we will just pull this yarn like this. So as much as you can pull to close this circle. Like this, and now we are going to sew it. And now here you can see I have closed this circle and I have secured my loose ends also. And now I'll just show you how it looks from the outside. So here you can see this is how it looks from the top, and this is how it looks from the side. So here you can see how beautiful this pattern looks. So for whatever size you want to make your beanie, either you can increase this stitches in one row, or you can increase or decrease the number of rows for your beanie. So I hope you liked my video. If you liked it, then please give a big thumbs up. Please share my channel with your friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe it. Thank you so much for watching the video. See you soon in the next one.